Hey guys, it is Wednesday. Put a bike bell on my bike. You know, gotta be street legal. And yeah, I'm already on my way over to Exhibition Go. I was a bit ahead of schedule, so I made a quick stop at the Dollarama to buy some Canadian stuff. I decided on these flag car window things. Yeah, it was like the smallest ones they had, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I'm taking the train over to Mississauga, and in Mississauga is the Citizen Ceremony Building. That's right, guys. I'm gonna go see Dandi become a Canadian citizen. I was a little bit worried that this station would be weird because of the construction, but it was all chill. Yeah, kind of forgot to look at if I was at the right track, but I was, so it's all good. And yeah, it's a pretty short ride over to Clarkson Go, and yeah, I like taking the GO train. Honestly, I almost didn't come because I thought it was far away, but since it was actually this place I'm going to, it's like 5 kilometers away from a GO train, so it's actually not that bad. Once I got to Clarkson, yeah, it's a parking lot. It's one of those things that I'm always like, why do they do this, you know? Why don't you put something nice next to your GO stations? But yeah, anyways. Once I'm here, there's apparently bike lanes that goes up Southbound Road or whatever the street's called. And that is the recommended way to cross under the Queen Elizabeth Expressway. But yeah, looking on Google Maps, the street view is out of date. At least 2 years. But I guess it's actually not out of date because it does look like this. There's no actual bike lane. It's just the shoulder or the sidewalk, whatever this is. I mean, it's not the worst. I don't know. Maybe you're not supposed to be on the sidewalk. It is kind of one of those. It's up to the municipality. I'm on the left side now because the green line is only on the left side over here. Definitely do not want to ride on this road because it's ultra busy and the cars are going fast. And yeah, just like walking across these gaps. People die at these gaps all the time. Well, not all the time, but enough that it's like, why don't you build proper pedestrian crossings for these mega highways with no proper crossings? Yeah. But anyways, just a bit north of the Queen Elizabeth Expressway, there's a side street. Yeah, 5th line west. And that brought me up to Dundas, and that was alright. Yeah. Sorry I'm like documenting the journey. I mean, like, it's not that big of a pain. It's just kind of like the difference of urban design that I'm just not used to it over here. Like, look at all these car dealerships. What the fuck? Just like 4 dealerships here? I don't know. Anyways, here's the Service Canada. I'm kind of like, why did they put it in the middle of nowhere? You know? In car people heaven, I guess. Yeah. The citizenship ceremonies is at the back of the building, and I locked up over here. I did not see any proper bike racks. Oh well. So yeah, I came in and I talked to this security guy. I was like, I'm here to see the ceremony, and he said, where's your paper and your ID? And I said I didn't have a paper, so I went and filled one out that was on the thing. And then he's like, alright, go down this hallway, and I talked to another guy, and I showed him my paper and my ID, and he's like, well, where's your page 1 of the thing that we emailed you? And I was like, I didn't get any email. And he was like, how did you even know to come here? Which I just told him my friend told me to come here. Like, I'm here to just witness the ceremony. And he's like, alright, well, go into the room and line up. And then he's like, wait, you gotta go out and put your water bottle over on this windowsill because you're not allowed to have water in here, I guess. I'm like, what the fuck? Alright. So I go back, I show him the papers again. And he's like, alright, I guess go stand in that line. And I'm standing in the line, and apparently this is the line to go if you're gonna take the oath and like be a part of the ceremony. And I'm just standing there, and I guess because I had the paper and the ID, he thought I was like doing that. So I stood in the line for a while until I was like, hey, I saw him like talking to other people, and he's like, if you're a guest, you go sit in this section. And I'm like, I think I should be sitting in that section. I think I'm a guest here, not a ceremony man. So now I'm sitting in the guest section. It's all chill. All that stuff with the papers didn't matter. Whew. And the guy sitting next to me has a drink in here. I'm like, what the hell? I'm not allowed to have a bottle of water, and that guy's just got like a fucking iced coffee? Anyways, everyone was seated. They had gone through the initial paperwork or whatever, and then they take a 10-minute break. And I wasn't gonna sit up because I feel like I got a good spot here. You know, good for taking pictures. But it was actually chill, so I made Dandi stand in front of these flags for a picture. Anyways, after about 15 minutes, the break is over, and they put on a video of like some Canada stuff. I guess that's cool. You know, they're probably just trying to get the mood going or whatever. That, or maybe they're trying to like make up for the lackluster appearance of this room. It is kind of just a government building. Kind of seems like it's built to the cheapest standards. You know, it's just an office building. But yeah, after that, everybody stands up for the presiding director of ceremony. I forget her name. I think it was Allie. She seemed chill. You know, every now and again she'd like crack a joke, and that was nice. We started off with the indigenous land acknowledgement, and since it's February, there was a little bit of extra Black History Month acknowledgement, and she talked about the lady on the $10 bill. I'm kind of blanking on the name right now. Yeah, Viola Desmond. That's right. She refused to leave a whites-only area in a movie theater. And then she got put into jail and was convicted. And, yeah, you know, take that, America. We got our own Rosa Parks, and we put her on the $10 bill. I always thought she was just like a science lady or something. But, yeah. Interesting. Anyways, on with the ceremony. She's telling us about the, I don't know, the oath. Yeah, we're doing the oath now.
I
swear
that I will be faithful.
Yeah, first part of the oath. To be honest, not a super fan of swearing to His Majesty King Charles III. King of Canada. I'm just not used to it. I'm a queen, you know, queens only in my lifetime. Oh well.
Faithfully observe the laws of Canada, including the Constitution, which recognizes and affirms the Aboriginal and treaty rights of First
The rest of this seemed chill. Yeah, you can kind of see Dandi's face in there, just like a little sliver. I wasn't sure exactly where she was, because like from my point of view, all the other heads are blocking her. I had to like hold my hand up, kind of. Yeah. Alright, now they're giving out the certificates, and they're going row by row. Everybody stand up and form a line, and then you can go through and get your certificate. Which does mean that I've pretty much hung out next to everyone in that center area. It was kind of cool. Like that guy, he's filming that guy up there because the guy up there trusted him with his phone. It was kind of cute. And then once he sat back down, the guy in the back, it was his turn to go up, and he's trusting that guy. And I'm like, I'm just feeling very Canadian right now. I'm like, you know, everybody's trusting each other, helping each other out. It's just nice. And of course, Dandi getting her certificate, doing a final signature or something. Cool. Yeah, Dandi got a big applause. You know, not everybody got an applause. You know, sometimes it's pretty low key. It was kind of just like sitting here for like, I don't know, half an hour. But yeah, there was 125 new citizens in here from apparently 35 different countries. Very cool. And they give a little bit of a thanks to the staff, you know, everybody helping out. And to close out the ceremony, that's right, another video, this time from your pal. That's right, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
Now officially a Canadian.
Video got kind of messed up for a second here, but it's all good. Just press play.
Journey here was unique.
Yep.
Whether you came here
And then we stood for the anthem. That's right, oh Canada. And things are up to date. So this is the one where it says "By all of us" command or something. It doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. I don't know why it wasn't it just like "By all of our" command. I feel like that would have been fine. Do you really need the "us" in there? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, good ceremony. Everyone was looking through their stuff. You know, they were like, hey, you know, double check, make sure everything's spelled right. If there's any mistakes, they'll fix it up, no problem. And yeah, there's also like a bonus in there about the parks or something. And then they formed up a line and get a picture with the lady. So that's pretty cool. Since I was seated pretty much at the front, I like just stood up and like got in the line right away, so it worked out. We didn't have to hang out for too long. And yeah, Dandi's a citizen. It was a pretty neat experience. You know, I was just born into it, so yeah, I actually took a practice test and got a failing grade of 65. So I assume Dandi did some studying. And as we're leaving, Dandi shows me the bike lane, or bike rack, which is, you can only lock your tires to, so it's a shit bike rack. Anyways, it's been a couple hours now, and Dandi offered to treat me to some lunch, dinner at Manasoba or something. I've already forgotten the name, but it's Yemenese food from Yemen. I'm looking over at some of Dandi's stuff here. For a second I was like, is this a real signature? But no, it's just printed on. Anyways, the stuff came, and this is a long episode, so I'm not going to look up what the names were of this stuff, but it all tasted good. You know, some beans or something in here. Some other stuff in the other one. On some naan bread or something. Like naan bread. It was good. And the rice, you know, it had some nuts and cranberries on it, which worked out. And some chai. Yeah, Dandi told me about some stuff about Japan. I might go to Japan. Some of Dandi's recommendations seemed good. So yeah, good time hanging out. I got my bike. I'm gonna be biking back to the station. Dandi's taking an Uber. The guy's just kind of like hanging out for a while. I don't know. I thought he was getting Tim Hortons, but maybe he's just being slow. But anyways, Dandi's off and I'm also off. Hitting the sidewalks again. Nothing like the open sidewalk. I mean, it is kind of nice how empty it is. Yeah. And I do actually walk through these crosswalks. Because, I don't know. People out here, who knows what they're doing. Although that guy, that was one of the good ones. He gave me a lot of space when he passed. Not shown in the video is a guy who didn't stop at a four-way stop. Like, I stopped, waited for a car to go. It's like, I'm sure you've seen it. Cars that stop behind a car at the stop sign, since they've stopped, they assume that that's good enough for them, but they don't actually stop at the stop sign. They just follow the other car. It's like, what the hell are people thinking? Anyways, going over, or I guess under the Queen Elizabeth Expressway there. I could see how someone could die here. You know, when I was looking back, it's kind of hard to tell which lane the cars are in, especially if you're like down lower. Like my GoPro is on my head, right? So you get like a couple extra inches to judge. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I just look at all these cars and I'm like, what are we doing? The West has fallen. Yeah, my phone was being weird, so I couldn't film with it right now. So just a lot of GoPro for you. But yeah, for the most part, it wasn't that bad. Just riding on the sidewalk, feeling kind of like a dweeb. A dweebus on the sidewalk. Yeah. And, you know, taking the train home. By now, my phone is charged up a bit more, so we're back in Phone Town. And, yeah, train. I waited there for like 15 minutes. It'll be nice when the train service gets back, or it goes to 15 minutes instead of every half an hour. But yeah, I'm happy with the bike. For a garbage bike, it got me there and back with no real issues. It's kind of creaking and squeaking weird. Oh yeah, there's a kid screaming on this platform. Screaming for their mom. And it turned out alright, everybody. I saw them reunite. Oh yeah, and the Dandi grabbed me an extra pin. So that's pretty cool. I'm like, yeah, this pin's kind of sick, actually. Yeah. So, we're back at Exhibition Go, and I was going to go underneath, but then I figured, why go underneath when I could just actually go on this road and just bike over? So that's what I do. I guess I could have actually taken those streetcars. The Bathurst streetcar like goes down and then connects over here. That's where it loops back up Bathurst. Kind of weird, but yeah, I never take it that far. But yeah, that's more or less it, guys. Go home and chill out for a while. I thought about doing Uber for a second, but honestly I'm kind of tired from riding a regular bike. Instead, I'm like, it's time to chug some Sunny D. That's right. All the electrolytes you need. Sunny D.